Alright, welcome everybody to Unexpected Wrestling. Doing things a little different. If the audio sounds a little janky, I do apologize. We're trying to make it work the best we can by having the microphone pick up both of us on one setup here. I think it should work fine. It sounds clear to me. But if you're having audio issues, let me know and we'll hear. Mr. Chonk here is trying to practice and get himself somewhat familiar with the game because he hasn't actually played this particular version of WWE 2K before, and there are some different controls. It's on a PlayStation. It's a little bit different. So last night we had WrestleMania 41 Night 1, and there's a lot of hit or misses during this show. And one of the matches that I was really anticipating ended up kind of being I don't know what you want to call it, almost like a bathroom break match, I guess, is a good way to call it. Mr. Chunk's about to land a finishing move here.
And that bathroom break match was the triple threat between Roman Reigns, CM Punk. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. Clearly not.
Oh, God.
That was the match of the night.
But surprising enough, well, it wasn't surprising to me because I think I even mentioned it on the podcast that I thought that they were going to open with Gunther and Jey Uso. They did actually end up doing that, and it pretty much went the way I kind of thought it would. Other than, I thought there was a good possibility that Jimmy would interfere in the match. He didn't actually do that.
I thought so, too.
He did come out at the end and just kind of
congratulated him.
Yeah, they had a little brotherly moment, if you want to call it that. The match itself, though, pretty basic, to be honest with you. There wasn't anything that was very surprising to me at all. The one thing that surprised me was the way it ended. Jey Uso actually beat Gunther with a submission hold. That was interesting, to say the least, after he landed like 3 spears, 3 splashes off the top rope. But I guess it was kind of symbolic, since that's what he did to his brother. He took him out with that submission hold, the choke hold, and he took Gunther out with that, and Gunther tapped out. I believe that may have been one of the first times Gunther has tapped out to a submission.
Yeah.
At the very least on the main roster. But the match was what I thought it would be. Gunther didn't really get much of an entrance at all, but Jey Uso kind of had the whole shebang. He came through the crowd. He had cheerleaders. He had people waving yeet flags. Yeah. They did it up for Jey Uso's entrance, but not the best entrance of the night. We'll get into that later.
But I would say Gunther just felt flat. He just didn't seem like he was phoning it in maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Maybe, but you know what?
The aggressiveness wasn't there.
We'll talk about some real phoning it in later. Yeah. Like, I give Gunther credit. He put on a performance. Maybe he didn't give it like 100% of his effort, but we got to see worse later in the show at how somebody would phone it in. Unfortunately, at WrestleMania. My question is, where does Gunther go from here? Like, what is next for Gunther? Are they going to continue a program with Jey Uso? Is he going to just move on? And
he might. I mean, they have the next pay-per-view, WrestleMania Backlash, and not one of my favorite pay-per-views, because usually there's usually like 1 or 2 rematches of WrestleMania, and seldom do you ever see anything controversial, title change.
No.
It seems like a filler pay-per-view.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the best bet for Gunther is to probably, when the draft comes, move him to SmackDown.
I agree with
move
that.
Move him around. He's kind of, he's not
opponents.
Really. Maybe they can move into something with him and Kaiser at some point. I think there's some story to be told there.
Yeah, towards the end of Imperium, it looked like there was a little bit of disagreement.
Yeah, so I could see maybe Kaiser getting a little snooty with him since he lost his title.
And there really isn't much for Kaiser either. I think he needs a little bit.
Kaiser doesn't even have a WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised with. I thought he was going to kind of be in the Intercontinental picture, but he's like off the card entirely, which is very surprising.
He needs some motivation there, and maybe something with Kaiser. Against Kaiser, I don't think continuing Imperium adds any value for his career.
Yeah. Yeah, so where does Jey Uso go? If for whatever reason, they didn't continue the program with Gunther. Like, where would they go with Jey Uso? Where would a natural feud be with him? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
There's a lot of possibilities, but it's just not very clear. And I think that what usually happens is with the Backlash pay-per-view, it's going to be a filler pay-per-view, and then you're going to build up the Money in the Bank after that. And I think then that opens up the world of possibilities. He might have some filler feuds until Money in the Bank rolls around, and that builds up, anticipation for SummerSlam and beyond.
Yeah.
Could there be a program with Seth Rollins?
At this point, I don't think so. It looks like Seth is going to be focused more on, no pun intended, main event type feud. So I think there's still some legs with CM Punk, some Roman Reigns.
Still fallout from that?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to win that match the way that he did. Not spoiling anything yet, but I mean, I'm sure anybody that decided to watch this has already seen what happened at WrestleMania. Yeah. But I don't see him having his WrestleMania moment just to go to Jey Uso. That would be like a step backwards. Maybe somebody like Drew McIntyre. That would get him start the ball rolling. The
only problem there is Drew McIntyre's on SmackDown.
Is he?
Yes, he moved there recently. That's
okay.
What the feud with Damian Priest.
But they switch people around so much you can't even tell.
That's true.
You can't even tell. If something happened and Braun Breaker lost the Intercontinental title, that would be a feud for Jey Uso. I mean, they already have some bad
Braun
blood.
The win, but maybe a good contender.
They already have some bad blood with each other, with Jey beating him for the Intercontinental title just to lose it like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility, I guess. But I don't see. That was always my question. When they started with Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble, like, okay, you're set for WrestleMania, but what happens after that? How do you get Jey Uso interesting that fans want to see more feuds with him? I just don't see the appeal. They've already ran the ropes with Jimmy. They can't do a brother versus brother thing again. People already got a taste of that.
Yeah, it's too soon to rehash that.
Yeah, didn't like it. Sometime down the road, they could do like Jey and Roman again, but that they're few and far between from that. Maybe they could get Jey involved with Solo, because technically he was part of the old bloodline. Now he has a major title, so maybe Solo will poke his head in and want to get that title off of him. That could be interesting. That would get the bloodline stuff going again. I'm sure that would piss some fans off. They're tired of the bloodline stuff.
Or maybe something with Jey Uso and some member of Judgment Day. I can't believe that.
Oh, God. No, well, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, maybe. Assuming he doesn't win tomorrow, or today, rather.
Yeah, I don't see them moving to Dominic.
Dominic just isn't on his level quite yet.
I mean, this will be a good opportunity for maybe Logan Paul to get it. Because Jey and Logan, I think, could put on a good match.
Yes.
So that'd be an interesting one to take a look at. It's just odd that they, I don't know, it doesn't seem like they have a plan ahead for.
I think the issue is that Raw is lacking a lot of top heels at the moment.
Yeah. And
all the top heels that exist in WWE are all focused on each other, which is the Seth Rollins situation.
Yeah.
So I think they're lacking besides Gunther, and I don't even really want to say. He's a top heel right now. He's been... he's had a few shining moments.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of his luster.
But he's been one-dimensional, with the exception of the few weeks ago what he did to Jimmy Uso, and I thought they would play more into that, and they haven't. They kind of abandoned that aggressiveness that we were seeing from Gunther.
Yeah. What are you trying to, like, are they trying to get you to do something?
Yeah, now I'm busy yapping. And
they want you to do a heavy grapple.
I did that already, but I've just been doing my finisher.
Press, circle, grab, and X. Okay, so they want you to do, like, a particular sequence here.
We were busy yapping, so I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, that's a heavy grapple.
Yeah.
And then, boom, there you go.
Here's your reverse F5.
And then they want you to do heavy grapple. Looks like very similar, except this time you're doing a L right instead of L left. It looks like what they're trying you to do. There you go. Looked like the same move either way. To be completely honest with you, we're letting Mr. Chonk learn the ropes a little bit before we do a couple matches.
Yeah.
One thing that's fun about this game is
game in a while.
I could give Mr. Chonk the advantage, and I could be Tiffany Stratton, and he can be like John Cena or something. They do let you do men versus women in this game.
Well, maybe we need to have a slap fest back in Vince's office, and have this.
They don't let us do bra and panty matches, dude. But they let you have men versus women in this game. And the women keep their stats. They don't up the stats against men. So if it's John Cena, who's like his stats at 94, it'll be Tiffany Stratton, whose stats at like 80. So I'll have a big disadvantage there with power and everything. So that could be interesting. What was the next match last night? Let's see here. New Day and the War Raiders. This one was kind of, I don't know, like something tells me that tonight's WrestleMania Night 2 is going to be a bit better, because it seemed like Night 1 was lacking a little bit.
Except for the main event.
Yeah, the main event did its job, but a lot of these matches were lacking last night, I felt. Not necessarily because of the storytelling. Some of it was because of the way just the matches were performed. But the New Day and the War Raiders, there wasn't really much that, like, surprised me in this match. In fact, from what I remember, I think the end of the match came kind of out of nowhere. There wasn't, like, a very suspenseful ending, and the pinfall just came, like, kind of out of nowhere. And frankly, I can't even remember any, like, real high spots in the match. I remember Ivar, he did some pretty nasty bumps to Kofi and Xavier. He did one where he pretty much pancaked them against the ring apron. Yeah, this wasn't really a match to remember. I guess the big point was that New Day won the belts, so now they are tied with the Usos as having the most tag team title reigns in WWE history. Yeah. So now that's a shared accomplishment, and then I guess maybe at some point they might have a match against each other and see if well, basically New Day would have to lose the belts and then win them back to actually become the new highest most tag team title reigns in wrestling history, because right now they're tied, so they'd have to lose it and win it back, unless the Usos beat them for it, and then the Usos have it again. So yeah, I don't know, you're kind of turning the wheel on stuff like that. That sounds like that's like AEW shit, where they're just finding like trophies to give themselves at this point. The match, but like I said, nothing really too special that I remember during the match. Big E did not get involved, so Mr. Chunk did not get the extra 3 points.
I did not.
He didn't even show up after or before the match. He maybe it was on the pre-show. We didn't get to watch much of the pre-show, but
we were busy watching the Hall of Fame because none of us stayed up.
And and Triple H, his speech.
Forever.
We got about 4 hours into Triple H's speech. We didn't get all 6 of them, so it was what it was. So yeah, War Raiders, New Day. War Raiders ended up winning. So far, with the predictions, me and Mr. Chunk were 2 for 2. Neither of us lost on any of those. But the next match ended up being kind of interesting, with Jade Cargill versus Naomi. First thing that stood out to me here, without even having notes, was Naomi actually had new entrance music. I got excited. I was like, okay, they're going for the heel turn. They're going for the heel turn. And then she appeared on stage, still wearing the caution tape, still wearing the light bright sneakers.
Yes.
For whatever reason, Naomi's working against herself and doesn't want to change her character. Even though she is a new character now, she's still just, like, in her comfort zone, like, just being the idiot that she's always been. And I bet you she probably had to fight with management to even have her entrance music changed. I'm sure she didn't even want to do that. Yeah. But yeah, she has new heel entrance music, but she's still wearing like her old gear just with caution tape on it now. And then she's trying to do this proceed with caution stuff. It's not working. It's just stupid. Like, I don't even know what you want to call it. But me and Mr. Chunk, we both assumed that Naomi was going to win, especially when she had new theme music. I was like, okay, they're going all in on the heel turn.
Heel turn.
Yeah. I'm like, they can't have her lose, because that would make her lose all the momentum of her heel turn if she just immediately lost. The whole point of being a heel is to be dastardly and to do underhanded tactics to score the victories and all that. But they went in a different direction, and they wanted to do the Jade Cargill comes out on top thing, which would be good for like the end of a feud, not the beginning of a feud. So, yeah. Jade ended up coming out on top. With a clean victory, too. No Bianca Belair interference, no interference at all. Yeah, it was a clean victory. Naomi did seem to have somewhat of a different moveset. She didn't do the rear view, but she did do a couple of her little sweet face type bullshit that she was always doing.
And there were a couple of spots in there that looked a little over choreographed, where you can clearly see that one was waiting for the other to get in position.
Yeah, that's like I'd say about halfway through the match. Halfway through the match, they either lost some gas or maybe they forgot where they were, and things just kind of slowed down to a snail's pace.
You know, I get at WrestleMania, you know, you're going to do some big spots that you wouldn't normally do in weekly television, but then they should have rehearsed that a little bit better beforehand so it didn't look overly planned.
Yeah, like there were points where like they were moving in slow motion. Like Naomi was supposed to do like a little backflip off of Jade's back, and like she'd like.
And I get they have to be safe and they can't maybe go at lightning speed, but it's WrestleMania.
You kind of
they could have practiced. They could have practiced.
Yeah, like we saw later in the show.
That'll remind us of another match.
Tiffany, like when after the match was over, she took a beating, and it's WrestleMania, so it's like okay, but she was missing teeth. I saw the post-show press conference. She had a lot of potatoes all over her face. Like she was taking some real shots in the ring. And yeah, it kind of just balls to the walls when it's WrestleMania. Just let it go. So yeah, Jade Cargill ended up scoring the victory over Naomi. Came out triumphant. Naomi took the pin from
Jade.
I forget what her finishing move is called. Jaded something.
Yes.
Is it just called Jaded?
Yeah.
So she took the pinfall from Jaded, and we called it a night with that one. Like I'd say so far into the show. It wasn't. The matches were okay, but it wasn't like WrestleMania. This was like maybe a really good Raw. Yes. This was like maybe one of the secondary pay-per-views. I would have been disappointed if that was even the start of SummerSlam. Like it just didn't feel like WrestleMania.
It did not compared to last year at least.
Yeah. Then we moved into United States Championship. Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. And LA Knight did get like a somewhat of a special entrance. He came in like a Mercedes, I think, or something.
No, I think it was a Maserati.
Maserati, they're trying to make him look like a superstar. He got the fresh dye job. Looked like he had the hair club for men working for him a little bit. Didn't have the bald spots, and a couple high points in the match. They were trying to make the match more than what people were expecting. We had this one spot where it looked like Jacob Fatu was going for a splash, and LA Knight reversed it into the BFT, the original camera angle. You couldn't really tell what happened, but then they did a second one, and it did look like he somewhat connected with the BFT.
Kind of like an RK out of nowhere situation.
Yeah.
But I think given how
BFT's a little more complicated.
It's
more difficult to
pull it off and make it look natural. Off. But I wouldn't say it was a botch. I would say it's the best he could have gotten out of that spot.
It's worth trying, I guess.
Yes, it was
made
better
an attempt
than other
at
matches.
It would have either been like a highlight reel moment, or it would have just been like a attempt at something.
I mean, good thing they didn't end the match with that, because I don't think that was so well done that you could have ended a match on that move.
Yeah, even with the different camera angles, it still was clear that it didn't connect all the way.
But Jacob Fatu won.
Yes, he did end up winning.
Predicted.
Kind of a decisive, So if we're keeping track here, we are pretty much neck and neck on everything.
Yes.
The Naomi thing, although we predicted it wrong. We both predicted it wrong. So,
yeah.
like, none of us we are tied up on every single thing. And where
I think
here?
the only thing
until
on the Jacob Fatu match, though, for
yeah.
a second, I was of the belief that Solo would have played a factor, and he did not at all.
No, he was kind of
strange.
part of the entrance, but he didn't come down to the ring.
So there's more to be had in that, and I guess they're just gonna go draw it out a little bit more post WrestleMania.
Yeah, so he did the entrance with Jacob. He was up at the top. I forget if they like. He just gave him a look or something. I don't think he gave him an Ula Fala or anything. But, yeah, he was kind of present at the beginning. He kind of gave a nod of approval or something at the top of the stage. And then he went back in and walked to the back while Jacob made his entrance. Kind of cool, I guess. We'll see what happens with him and Solo. But moving on from that, we had El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix. Because Rey Mysterio got injured the night before on SmackDown, so they had to pull an audible, and we had Rey Fenix take his place. This is where our predictions split. So we did actually get somebody in the lead here. If you didn't get to see it last night, El Grande Americano, a.k.a. Chad Gable, ended up winning the match with some dastardly tactics. He had a thing where he put like a metal plate into his mask.
Doing the past few weeks.
Yeah,
to gain
and he used an advantage by he did like a headbutt and a reversal headbutt at one point, and then I think he ended up doing the headbutt off the top rope with the metal plate, and he ended up getting the win. He was not unmasked. This match, I kind of had a little bit more expectations to it, but it was the way it was. Mr. Chonk, I think this is one of the things where Mr. Chonk picked El Grande Americano because he just wanted to pick differently, and it ended up working out for him.
Yeah, there was no reasoning there. I was just getting concerned that, we're both...
Because I was sure that Ray was going to win.
We're both good wrestling fans that we can, now obviously wrestling's supposed to be shocking at WrestleMania and whatnot, but sometimes, we can pick up on the direction WWE's headed, and we often pick the same winners.
Yeah. And
I wanted to be a little different in a low risk match.
If it was Rey Mysterio,
I was just gonna say that you might have been right.
I'm not sure. I mean, that might have been the same. That might have been the same outcome, though. Honestly.
I mean, do you think they're gonna build to a mask versus mask match?
I think so. Yeah. So
the only problem with those matches, though, is like what the outcome is going to be. Rey Mysterio is never going to be put himself in a position where he actually will lose his mask.
Jason Stark over on Twitter says, "There's no proof it was Chad Gable. I still saw it as R-Truth."
I would say there's a difference in their tan.
Yeah, tan. I mean, if Chad Gable put on enough Diddy oil, he might kind of look like. Might. I don't want to go there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's R-Truth. I don't know. But
it could be Vince McMahon.
It could. Like I was talking about last night, like it would have been funny if he went under the ring and like somebody that would be funny if like he went under the ring during the match and then R-Truth in a mask came out and like was pretending he was El Grande Americano. Thank you for stopping in, Jason Stark. If you're not subscribed already, please give us a subscription. We try to do a podcast every Sunday night at 7. We're doing it a little differently today because we're going to be watching WrestleMania, so we can't obviously do it at 7. And we're going to be playing some games. I'm just trying to get Mr. Chunk a little, at least somewhat up to speed on
Plus,
what the controls are.
we were scheduled to recap Night 1 anyway.
Yeah, so we're recapping Night 1 while Mr. Chunk kind of learns his ropes here. We'll do a couple matches and have some fun also.
We'll do, a ladder match while we're in 30 seconds.
Oh, God. No, that's not going to happen.
That's
that will not happen. They actually make it so that you can't win ladder matches that fast in this game.
Oh, they figured out now how people cheat.
They figured out new ways to get around that. So, here comes one of the more controversial matches from last night. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair.
We both predicted Tiffany Stratton.
I was on the fence. I didn't know who was going to win. I wanted Tiffany to win, so I put my eggs in the basket with her. and she did end up winning. But more importantly was the way this match went. So Tiffany got a special entrance. I think her entrance was the best of the night. In a normal sense, I would say Jason Stark, do not. There is no Tiffany hate in here. In a normal sense, I would have said CM Punk had the best entrance, but he had that entrance before. He did the Living Color entrance at WrestleMania 29. I think he actually did it another time too at a different pay-per-view where Living Color played his. It might have been an AEW.
I think the thing with Tiffany Stratton was that it wasn't even that overboard. They just were pretty simple, and they just have to have the little, Barbie reference, and I think that worked out very well.
Yes. Bella says Charlotte sucks.
After last night, I kind of agree.
So we're gonna talk about that
a little
reason. And Bella, I think I know who you are. Thank you so much for stopping, and I appreciate you. Charlotte had her typical Charlotte entrance. They had the pyro. She had the big peacock thing going on. You say it one more time, Charlotte's going to show up in your bathroom. She's like Beetlejuice. You say her name 3 times.
You mean like Biggie Smalls?
Yeah.
From WWE.
Love Tiffany Sheriff made that match also. Yeah. Okay, so Jason, I'm not sure of like how big of a wrestling fan you are, but if you know wrestling enough, you know Charlotte was being she was sandbagging Tiffany in that match.
Yes.
She was sandbagging Tiffany. She was purposely not selling moves, and I was getting frustrated because Tiffy would land like a forearm, Charlotte wouldn't sell it. Tiffy would land a DDT, Charlotte wouldn't sell it. Like, she wasn't selling moves. She was sandbagging. Like, Tiffany would have to get her in like a military press or something, and Charlotte would just be dead weight. That's not how professional wrestlers are supposed to be. You're supposed to work together.
I know they're not best friends backstage, but that doesn't matter. Be professional, especially at WrestleMania.
Charlotte was there to do a job, and obviously Charlotte didn't want to do that job.
She didn't want to lose.
She didn't want to lose.
She's a Nepo plus, and she needs to get put in her place. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Charlotte's very good at what she does, but at some point, there's rules, and you play by those rules, even if you don't like the rules, because they're not in your personal favor. And it's happened before. The Rock and John Cena, their very first match. I didn't get to go to that WrestleMania. You did.
Yeah.
Right? But I'll tell you what, they had beef. But when it came to being in the ring, the beef was put
professional.
aside.
Yes.
And it was a top-notch match. And after that, they put their beef aside, and they had another match where The Rock tore his pec. Yeah. And you didn't even know he tore his pec until after the match, because they were both professional, and they wanted to put on a match for the fans. It's about the fans.
Yeah.
Charlotte didn't get that message.
Charlotte was all about making herself look good when she knew that she was losing.
Yes.
And quite honestly, like, at this point...
And they booed. The fans knew it. The fans saw it. And even Tiffany
the fans,
was
getting
some of the boos, not directly. They were booing the match.
Yeah, the beginning of the match, the fans were fine. They had exciting entrances. Towards the middle of the match, the fans kind of disassociated.
Because you didn't need to be a wrestling fan to see that something was up.
Yeah, like there was a lot of what appeared to be botched moves when really it was a lot of sandbagging going on. There's a lot of stuff that they were on the cards for them to do that didn't happen correctly because one person wasn't playing ball. Yeah. And we kind of figured out who that person was as the match continued. Now Tiffany is new. She is like kind of a rookie in the ring. So maybe she might have been a little overzealous and maybe overshot a couple things. Maybe,
but not by much.
Yeah. She's professional enough that they made her a champion. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying she's perfect, but, Charlotte's job is to put her over.
Yes.
And she did not make many attempts to do that.
Exactly.
Now, part of my thinking on that, one last point on that, is that this goes back a few weeks ago to the promos that were being cut. And, there was a whole debate of how much they went off script. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. And is Charlotte maybe getting over some personal issues and whatnot? And that played a role in her just not wanting to put Tiffany over?
But you can't bring... like, when it's WrestleMania, you gotta...
It's WrestleMania, yeah.
Get yourself on some drugs or something to get your mind somewhere else.
Yeah. And I wonder what Triple H said backstage after that match, because I have a feeling we're not going to see Charlotte for a little bit.
Yeah,
she needs to get her house in order.
Like, I know
this cannot happen again.
The old wrestling guard, kind of they would have let somebody like Charlotte kind of lead in the ring, and to be honest with you, Tiffy might have taken some heat with the old wrestling guard. With the new current wrestling guard, I think they kind of saw what happened there.
Yeah. You don't get a free pass.
I think part of it. I think part of it though, they will blame both of them, honestly, because it was their opportunity. They didn't make it work. Like whatever issues there were, they weren't able to work it out. And
yeah.
Like they kind of will look at them both as kind of shit in the bed. It's
possible Tiffany might get a little bit of heat for it, but I mean, it makes me wonder: did they practice at all? Right? Something like WrestleMania, you want to have your shit in order, and it makes it look like they did not.
Yeah, if you ever watch like backstage documentaries and stuff, so wrestling, they don't like two of them don't go in the ring and just do a whole match. But if there's like a big spot they're planning on doing, like let's say a spot where Tiffy does her prettiest moonsault ever outside of the ring, they might get crash pads and like they might practice that spot.
Yeah.
Just to be like, okay, this is where it's gonna land. This is what it's gonna look like.
Game plan where they talk to each other beforehand.
That's the kind of stuff. Like, obviously, they're not gonna do it move by move and be like.
But high level points.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, okay, there is something called a filler move that. They could kind of do off the cuff, like a punch to the face or whatever.
But it looks like they did zero of that beforehand.
Yeah, there's rest holds. There's stuff
with
that they
zero game plan and winged it, and Charlotte basically either intentionally bombed the match in her favor.
At some points, it did look like she bombed. It looked like she, just didn't.
Because she was pissed off she wasn't getting the win, or she was pissed off that Tiffany was going to look like a bigger star than her. Well, I'm sorry, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Your time is coming to an end. Your job is to make those look good. And it's not like Charlotte's going to look like she sucks. Mm-hmm. Just because you lose the title, you lose the match, doesn't mean you're a loser. If she did her job and did it well, Charlotte would have still looked like $1 million coming out of that match.
Yeah.
But Tiffany would have looked like $1,001,001, and that's the goal.
I would say,
And her ego's too big to let two people share the spotlight. And cry me a fucking river.
I'd say, if you want to, compare Charlotte's match with Rhea Ripley a couple years ago at WrestleMania to this one, vastly different.
Yes.
Charlotte was on the same page with Rhea.
Yes.
They did probably one of the best, probably should have been the main event of one of the nights at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then compared to the Tiffy one, there's obviously was a disconnect.
There's some bad blood somewhere. I don't know if the root cause is that promo from a few weeks ago and it hit a chord and Charlotte couldn't recover mentally or emotionally or whatever.
Yeah. So there was a big disconnect there. And it showed on TV, and it's a shame. Tiffy's first WrestleMania match had to be a shit show, pretty much, for the most part. Oh, look, you're doing the sharpshooter again. Yeah. Oh, they want you to do chain wrestling.
Yeah, well, I've been too busy yapping and then not focusing.
All right, here. How about this? Let's pause. And let's get you into. Let's get an actual match.
Or you want to match and then finish the recap?
We can do a recap while we're finishing doing a match.
There's only one other thing to recap. One last match.
Yeah, and we'll be recapping that.
Oh, I'll be recapping that for sure.
So you'll be recapping that in the bathroom tonight too.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I'll be winning the overall bet here.
Let's set up a match. Give me a second. Let me start setting this up, and then we'll figure out how to get your controller working. I've never done a co-op play on my PlayStation, so I'm not sure. Back in the day, we used to just plug two controllers in, and there'd be two players. But with this shit, they want you to log on to a profile on your fucking controller.
Welcome to 2025.
Yeah. So let's just do a one-on-one match. Let's do it. Let's do it at the WrestleMania we participated in last year. WrestleMania 40. Do we want to do it at daytime or nighttime?
Oh, they even have times a day?
Yes.
How can you tell the difference? I can't even tell.
So daytime is brighter, nighttime is darker.
I'm glad you can tell the difference because I can't.
Well,
looking at the icon does not look any different.
All right, we'll do it nighttime.
Okay.
And let's see if
which controller's player 1 here.
Mine's player 1. Why can't I just
the old days where you didn't have to sign shit in?
Yeah, let's see if I can just add a guest.
There you go.
Quick play.
There you go.
Please. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you are okay. So this is going to be you. or whoever you want to pick. I mean,
well,
and then
I'm gonna
I will
pick. You know,
I'm gonna be Tiffany.
I'm gonna pick the winner of WrestleMania.
Oh.
And the winner of WrestleMania, from my perspective so far.
Oh yeah, guys. By the way, we both picked Tiffany to win the match, and she did. So there were no losers in that bet. But Mr. Chonk at that point was still in the lead because he guessed correctly with El Grande Americano. I'm going to be Tiffany Stratton. You can be a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. You're going to be Seth Rollins. Okay.
I'll be both.
Now, do you want to be the WrestleMania 40 Seth Rollins or just regular Seth Rollins?
Oh, why does it have to be the Shield one?
Because that's when he interfered at the end of the night. He came in as
that
looks kind of like it looks like a computer generated character.
It almost does. Well, you know what? Just for that, I am going to be there. Add a manager. Oh, where's Paul Heyman?
I mean, you can pick Paul if you want.
You're
gonna have to go find him in the fucking thing, though.
Is it by last name or first name?
It would be by first. If you want to go like through different letters, just hit the top trigger buttons. There he is. Yep. So you can be WrestleMania 40 Paul Heyman the Wise Man, Paul Heyman. They got like different Paul Heymans in the game. But I think it's just going to change like the way that he looks a little bit. All right, here we go. Tiffany Stratton versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 40. With Paul Heyman with the Ulafala around his neck.
Well, I'm Seth. Right, this is true to life right now.
Oh God, yeah, this is. Oh shit. Okay. Somehow, Mr. Chonk lands the first move, even though he's never played the game. Oh, nice try. I'm gonna reverse that.
We didn't make this a hardcore match, did we?
No, this is 1-on-1. Do not do stuff outside the ring because you're gonna get disqualified. Come on, Tiffy.
Well, like Chelsea Green, I might forget.
Yeah.
And then get count out.
Oh my God. Mr. Chonk might actually beat me here.
Oh.
Okay, good. God, there we go. Thank God. Okay. Unfortunately, like, when you're a woman facing a man in the game, like, men have so much more stamina and power. Like, he's probably gonna do some damage to me pretty quickly.
I have no idea how to reverse. I didn't get that far in the trick.
It's usually the triangle button. Usually you'll see a little pop-up. But sometimes, like, with strike reversals, if you hit the strike button, like, at the same time as I do, like, it would count as a... Oh, God, knee to the face. Count as a reversal. Come on. Jesus. See, like, right there. I, like, reversed you. Oh, nice.
Wow. Oh, you want to pin already?
Probably want to turn it. There we go. Turn the game up.
So they don't make it enough real to life where she probably couldn't lift. Maybe Tiffany could lift
him. Yeah, Tiffany might be able to lift it. They do have weight distribution things. Like, you can't, like, lift up Andre the Giant right away.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you're Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. But eventually you can, like, I did do, like, an FU to... Oh. Like, I don't know if Tiffy could do that move in real life, but it is funny to see. Oh. Here we go.
I have no idea how to reverse anything.
How you doing? Let's go for a pin. Oh, God, you might not know how to kick out of pins. One. No, dude! Dude! Okay, you gotta hit it in the green.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to hit it in the red.
No.
I'm kidding.
Oh. I'll be completely honest. I don't know how to do her prettiest moonsault ever in the game. The finisher. Hold on. Tiffy, what are you doing? Oh, my God. Why didn't she jump? Nope. I don't think so, dude. What are you trying to do?
Something. Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, I'll hit it. There we go.
You did hit it.
I'm going to have Tiffy win this match. Oh, you... Oh, okay. I saw the reversal marker. I thought maybe you hit it.
Yeah, I saw that and I couldn't make that. Was that triangle? Are you not going to tell me?
No, it might. I think it was.
Is triangle a standard reverse button?
Usually, yes. Especially for grab... Oh, God. So you have to hold the square button down and then land it in the green.
It's not letting me, like...
You have to hold the button and then let it go in the green. All right, now I got you.
Oh, you did.
Oh, hold on.
I didn't pick that up quick
Signature! Yeah! That's how you do it. Boom. All right, get out of the pin. Unless it's over. It's over. Tiffany has beaten Seth Rollins.
At least I got some offense. I expected zero offense from me.
The one thing I don't like in the game, they can never get the Diva's hair looking correct.
Yeah,
it always looks a little wonky. Barely even broke a sweat, apparently.
Oh, boy. Good
there we go. Well, they rated it a good match, so at least
even
it wasn't
her
horrible.
face doesn't really match. It's
yeah.
off. Something's off.
With the hair, it's hard to even get it correct. But, yeah, that was Tiffany. So let's talk about the main event a little bit before we get into another match here. We'll do like a ladder. Well, maybe we'll do a hardcore match. Give you a little more. So we had the triple threat match: Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. So Rollins had his special entrance. He had this thing where he was like had a flamethrower.
Yes.
He was burning things. He was doing all kinds of stuff. He had an outfit change during it. The whole screen went black, and they probably, I guess, blacked out the arena, and he swapped into like Jesus gear. He came out all white.
So let me stop you right there for a second. As soon as he did that, and let's roll back for one other second.
Yep.
When we did our predictions, I predicted he was going to win this match.
Yes,
right?
you did.
And as soon as he did the character change, if you remember, do you remember Messiah Seth Rollins?
Yes.
Was that 2018? After Survivor Series? Where he was left as the Soul Man.
Yeah. It was definitely a while ago.
I think it was either 2018 or 2017 where he was left as the Soul Man standing. It was Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah.
All his other members fell. He had to carry the entire thing on his back. He actually eliminated a few people, but I don't think he came out on top, right? He couldn't knock them all down. And the next day on Raw, right, became, he was pissed off because he had to carry everything on his back, and he was the savior of Raw. He was the Messiah, right? And I just saw as soon as he went back to that costume, I'm like, guess where we're going back. So and then that
the
even
Messiah,
if you remember that, that's
yeah, I remember that.
A little bit. A little pre-Seth freaking Rollins in general.
Yeah, before the dancing and the singing along and everything.
Yeah, and then I was like, I knew it, and I had originally called he's gonna walk out with Paul Heyman. I didn't know that for sure either, until after Paul Heyman low blowed both of them.
Yeah, so
Spoiler
interesting
alert.
ending.
By the way, yeah.
The match was what you would expect from those three. They left it all in the ring. They left it all out there. Seth Rollins' special entrance. Roman, not his most special entrance, but it still kind of showcased his family tree.
Yeah.
And then CM Punk, he had Living Color do his entrance. They had a little video package before it. Was very well done for his first ever WrestleMania main event. I'm sure that was very important to him. Paul Heyman did escort him to the ring also.
As part of the original favor, that made sense.
Yeah. So the favor has been done.
Yes.
Paul Heyman escorted him to the ring, and to be honest, the match went off without a hitch, and Paul Heyman didn't get involved at first.
At first, yeah.
Yeah, Paul Heyman, like, he kind of... The only presence he had was just the camera cutting to his, like, emotional reactions.
Yeah, and so every false finish there was, I was like, no, this is not going to be a real finish until Paul Heyman gets involved.
Yeah, that was something that kind of was in the back of your head during the match. Like, you knew it wasn't going to end until Paul Heyman...
Yeah, now a casual fan probably wouldn't have thought that. They probably would have...
Yeah, they almost tried to make you forget Paul Heyman was involved.
Oh, I did not. I was like, I know this whole thing really... The whole match was about Paul Heyman.
Yep.
Not about
the whole match led up to what Paul Heyman's decision in the end would be. 100%. So they did. They kind of teased the Shield reunion, and Roman kind of shit the bed on that. He teased that he was going to do it, but then he ended up turning on Seth. Seth was setting CM Punk up for a power bomb. The Shield power bomb through a table.
Well, he power bombed both of them anyway.
Yeah.
Broke both announce tables and doing
Yeah, so what happened was Seth was setting it up. He was holding CM Punk there, waiting for Roman to come over and do the assisted powerbomb. Roman instead slapped Seth and then powerbombed CM Punk himself, and then ended up powerbombing Seth Rollins through the other table. I'm trying to think if there's any more high spots during the match. So
Besides
basically,
Paul Heyman.
yeah, basically at the end, it came to a point where Roman kind of there was a point at the end where all three of them were in the ring. Roman was spearing everybody. Everybody was getting the advantage. And there was a point where all three of them were just out. And then Paul Heyman suddenly walks over and grabs a chair, and like it was a question of who he was going to give the chair to. I thought it was going to be one of those things where he slid it in the ring, and then whoever got it, got it. But no, he pretty much gave it to CM Punk.
And as soon as I saw where Paul Heyman was standing,
yeah,
I called it.
He gave it to CM Punk, and then Paul Heyman decided to get into the ring. He kind of made you know that like something was going to happen
because he stood so close to CM Punk, and we have seen this before, right? There's only so many ways to skin this type of cat.
Yeah. And
as soon as he was that close to CM Punk,
you knew. You saw the writing on the wall that something was going to be set up here, and our thoughts were correct. Paul Heyman did a low blow on CM Punk, and so he wasn't aligned with CM Punk anymore. But then he kind of made it look like he was aligning himself with Roman Reigns.
That you kind of argue you wouldn't have seen coming.
Yeah, that was the one person that I just absolutely knew wasn't winning the match. Roman. I knew that Roman was not going to win the match. If you want to pick player 2.
I do.
Whoops, I'm going to go move my... There. I'm back over on the player 1 side. Player 2. Damn, Rhea Ripley is ranked 96? Jesus, that's higher than most of the men in the game. For example, Tiffany Stratton is ranked 85. Rhea Ripley is 96 in the game. That's how much bigger. Jason Stark. Heyman's low blow on Roman was awkwardly long. They'd be married in 5 states.
You know what? This is one thing we'll actually agree with. Yes.
Yeah, it looked like he was kind of fondling his grapefruits.
He might have gotten stuck.
Dude, are you going to be Rosie from Rosie and Jamal?
He's locked. So
okay, good.
No, I can't.
God.
I'm tempted.
If you were Rikishi and like did a stink face on Tiffany, I would be pretty pissed off, dude. I'm surprised you weren't going to be Roxanne Perez. You're looking for like Doink the Clown or something.
No, I am looking for Rikishi, and I don't see him.
You passed him. He might be locked though. I think. Yeah, there he was.
Oh.
Yeah, he's locked.
Okay.
I haven't unlocked everybody in the game yet. I haven't played through all the modes. So Heyman sides with Roman, and then like we just discussed, Heyman does end up giving the low blow to Roman too. And that one was a little more shocking. We've never seen Heyman just officially turn on Roman until now.
Yeah.
This is the first time it happened. So that was quite the shock to see. And then he just fully endorsed Seth Rollins. Pretty much like shook his hand. Like you knew that there wasn't a turn after that. He wasn't going to turn on Seth. Stone Cold. Okay. We'll finish the discussion of this match after... Well, it is on Old School Raw, so I guess that's fitting. Let's see if Tiffy can beat Stone Cold here. Stone Cold is probably my best character in the game. His moveset is just perfect. Like, it's difficult to beat this guy. You pretty much can just beat the shit out of whoever you're facing with Stone Cold. He's just a brawler. It's awesome. Oh! Almost any game. Like, if you're a beginner, you want to play as Stone Cold.
You want to pin?
He's just an ass kisser. Ass kicker, I mean, not kisser.
Kisser, oh.
Well, I guess he did play an ass kisser at one point in his career too. But
kiss my ass club.
Oh, by the way, this is no DQ. Oh. So, and I don't mean the website. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. No, I don't think so. Nice try. We're gonna get a chair. You can actually choose what weapon you want to use. And yeah, I'm sure you're just waiting. Yep. Oh.
How do you pick up weapons?
L1. I'll give you that one. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, here we go with this again.
Oh.
Yeah. You got to hold it until it's in the green, then you let go. It's like a little mini game. Oh, I messed that one up. Okay. Come on, Tiffy.
Oh.
Oh, you messed it up. Oh,
shit.
No. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, look at you getting out of the ring. Is it L1? Hold on. Yeah, it is L1. Okay.
Wait, how do I pick up
Oh, if you wanted to get it from under, you have to hit L1 at the... Dude! Really? Really? Oh. Okay. You knock it off right now! Christ. I know there's a way to, like, throw weapons.
Like RVD style?
Oh, no, that's just... No, that's not... I'm trying to play the game, dude.
So am I.
Oh!
I think you need a little
something just isn't right
a little
seeing you
spanking.
Tiffany.
A little spanking.
Okay. All right, stop spanking Tiffany, please. Dude, it's not even letting me reverse this. You busted up the chair. All right. I am... Okay, I can wake up now. There we go. Yeah, nice little backflip. There you go. You got the kendo stick. You can get a ladder. You can get a table. Or you can get nothing. Like
well, I didn't figure out what to press. Oh, okay.
You have to hit X.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Wait, bridge.
I have no idea what that means. You building a bridge?
I don't know. Oh shit! Hold on. We're gonna figure. What the? That is a big ladder.
Oh god, you are building a bridge. Oh jeez.
All right, dude. I think I know what we need to do here. You got me limping because you beat the shit out of me. Oh wait a second. Hold on. Wait.
Oh, I'm trying to hit the ref and I can't do it.
You know what?
You're gonna build 4 bridges?
London Bridge is falling down. Let's just see what happens here. Let's turn up the volume. Oh. What are you trying to do? I don't think so.
I thought I had the timing right.
Oh. Okay. Nice try. You know what? I'm going to pick this up, too. Oh, instant recovery. Tiffy has not hit you once with any of these weapons. Nice try. There you go. Now you're in trouble. Now you're in trouble, dude. Yeah, on that busted knee. On the busted knee. I'm not even going to let you... Yeah. Get back in the ring. Going for a sledgehammer.
Yeah, Triple H.
All right, I dare you to get in the ring with that sledgehammer. Do you know how to get back in the ring? I'll come out there. Nice try. Oh, I busted that up. And yeah. Oh God. No. Should I? Yes, I should. Yes, I should. Yeah! Right on your back. I'm not sure what her finishing move is here, but we're gonna do it.
You just did it. Can I reverse? Is there any possibility of reversing
it? Yeah, it would tell you.
I haven't seen it.
Oh wow, DDT.
I think there was
it would pop up as a way. Yeah, if there isn't a way, then it won't show it.
Or I was too damaged.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to see what we can do with the London Bridge over here. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't have said that because now you're gonna avoid going there.
Oh, how did it reach? I thought I was a little bit distant.
Listen, there can be botches in the game, too. It's like real-life wrestling. Okay. Stone Cold. Welcome to the bridge. Or maybe not. Alright, welcome to the bridge. Okay, so, can I throw you up there? I mean, I'm trying to...
Are the stars at the top left like what star match we're having so far?
Yes. So what can I do something to you through the table? I think this is the DDT again. I was hoping like I could put you through that. Oh, see, there was a thing. Oh, you did. You reversed it. No! Don't you know? Oh, I thought you were going for the stunner. Don't you dare. I will reverse a stunner if you try. Nice try. Come on, Tiffy. Come on, Tiffy. Oh.
Wow.
No. Doing the instant recovery. Don't you... No! I'm so afraid that you're going to do the damn stunner.
I'm going to try.
All right. Oh, yeah.
I'm
All right,
gonna
let's
try.
get you in the ring. More of this content. Bella, listen. You probably want me to lose. Don't... No, I don't think so. Stop trying to go for the stunner. No. No! I swear to God. If I see Tiffany get the Stone Cold Stunner, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Oh wait. My dream is to do the signature move. I just don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm tired of seeing that. Like I want to do something through that. All right, let's get you in the ring. Maybe there's a way I could do this a different way. All right, come on, Tiffy. Signature, and should that be it? I think so. Let's see if he can kick out. Oh God!
There's no way.
It'll be hard. There we
Yeah.
go. Tiffany just beat Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh man.
There we go. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I need to pick someone other than Tiffany. Maybe I need to be somebody other than Tiffany.
Oh, man.
But you know what? We're gonna do a little bit more. I'm not done with you yet, Stone Cold.
Does that mean like I can't come back at all?
I mean, if I let you kind of wake up, you can. But we're gonna do a little bit more damage here. I didn't make you bleed. You're pretty much knocked out, though.
Oh man.
Oh, look, the fans are unhappy about all this. Wow. Yeah, so, yeah, Tiffy. Well, it's a great match.
At least I call Seth Rollins winning last night. And with
so
Paul Heyman
Mr. Chong did pick Seth Rollins to win the main event last night.
And Paul Heyman at his side.
With Paul Heyman at his side, yeah.
You did not think that was happening.
I thought it was happening more so than Roman winning, but no, I was pretty sure that CM Punk was going to win. I was confident in that. And, yeah, we see what happened there.
We had a bonus prediction that did not materialize.
What was that?
Brock Lesnar making an appearance.
Yes, I could have won 3 points if Brock Lesnar showed up during the match, and he didn't.
He didn't show up at all.
Didn't show up at all. So technically, I could have won 3 points if Brock showed up and lost that prediction. And even if Seth won in the end, I would have had the 3 points, which would have equated to 2, and we would have been tied.
Yep.
If Brock showed up.
Yep.
But he didn't, so in the end of the scheme of things, Mr. Chunk is ahead by 2 points.
Yes.
So somehow we need to somehow I need to score 2 points.
Was there any controversial pick tonight? I think the only controversial pick we had what the Fatal 4-Way.
Do we have the sheet?
Go yeah, go
Is
to
it in the
yes.
Google Drive? All right. Let me look at where we stand.
I
with
believe.
Things. Let's see if there's a path for Minty to get
so I believe
a
the
W
Fatal
here.
4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes, we did.
They picked different, and you picked Braun Breaker,
yes.
and I picked Finn Balor.
So Braun would have to win.
Just to be different.
Braun would have to win. Braun would have to win that one. Come on, there we go. And then drive.
It's the second file down in that list.
Oh shit!
Oh, you were already there. If you went back a step, second.
This one, okay, got it. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so we both picked Logan Paul. Ed, Mr. Chunk, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre. You picked Damian Priest.
I had to be different.
You picked Damian Priest.
I did.
Oh, I picked Drew McIntyre winning that.
So the reasoning there is, I think, unfortunately, that match, they both need to win.
So let's be realistic here.
Can't lose.
If I lose one more of these, I'm done. There's no way to get back.
There is a path.
There is no way to get back because we have no 3-point conversions in this.
Yeah,
if I lose again,
the match length for the Cody Rhodes Johnson.
But we only did the match length for that
as a tiebreaker.
If there was a tiebreaker. But at this point, there isn't gonna be. Yeah. So if I get anything more wrong, I'm done. I'm gonna have to eat the hot chip tomorrow, and we have the hot chips.
If you get anything more wrong,
that's it.
And I get it right. So the matches to actually look at are the ones where we voted differently, which is Damian Priest and Drew, and the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental.
Absolutely.
The other matches we predicted the same.
So I forgot that you picked Damian Priest for that.
Well, I did that intentionally so we didn't just pick the same shit.
So Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. I picked Drew McIntyre. You picked Damian Priest. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. We both picked Logan Paul to win that one.
I think that's a little bit predictable. I mean, not in a bad way. I think they're going to put him in a stellar match.
Yeah.
But I don't think, given AJ Styles' age and he's been injury prone recently, I think they're going to make it give Logan Paul the win.
Yeah. Finn Balor, Penta, Dom Mysterio, and Braun Breaker Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental title. Ed picked, Mr. Chong picked Finn Balor. And I picked Braun Breaker.
I mean, I secretly think it's Braun Breaker a little bit, but I wanted to be different, and we can both agree that Dom is no way going to win, and I don't see shock value in having him win. And Penta's too new. That'd be really weird for WWE to just give him the belt.
Yeah. If
they wanted to go shocking, I could see the shock being Finn Balor. He's been a workhorse. They haven't been giving him any opportunities.
Yeah. Okay, so this next match, I'm gonna throw an offer on the table for you, and you can take it if you want, or we can keep it as it is.
I think you're afraid of losing the WrestleMania.
No,
bet,
well, so here's what my offer is. We have Liv Morgan and Raquel versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. We already know Bayley is not in that match.
Oh, you want to redo?
Do you want to redo predictions? Because we don't know who Lyra Valkyria's opponent's going to be. Our partner.
I'm not.
There's a lot of rumors at who it might be.
Are we predicting who's winning or predicting who the partner is?
We're just gonna do the whole prediction again. If you want to.
I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it.
You're not changing yours?
Because WWE...
hold on.
Okay.
Do you want to redo this?
That one match?
Yes, that one match.
Redo picking the winner?
Just redo the predictions, yes. Even if you want to keep yours the same.
I do want to keep it the same.
Okay.
I have a reason.
Because I would like to redo it since the match has actually changed.
You're welcome to do it.
Okay. I am going to pick Valkyria and her mystery opponent.
Okay.
Because we both picked Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Lyra
and
mystery opponent, which apparently is going to be Becky Lynch.
All right. I'm not, and not because of anything against Becky Lynch, but WWE is typically not in the business of somebody holding two titles unless there's a reason to combine the titles. So unless they're going to do some shenanigans again, and they've done it in NXT, more recently they've done it, but the tag team titles and, in this case, her Intercontinental title, right? She's the Intercontinental. Yeah, she's the Intercontinental. There's no merging there to be had. So is she going to drop it? They're going to do some stupid shit again?
So here's my thoughts. I think Becky Lynch comes out. They did Bayley, your baby. Jason Stark, if you're a Bayley fan, I don't know how much I can respect you, Mr. Stark. I'm not a big Bayley fan. I think her character's been stale for years.
Yes. The best character Bayley has had, and I hate to say it, was when she was partnering with Sasha Banks.
Yeah, her and Sasha.
And that
were
was
like
during COVID, and I almost want to write everything during COVID off the radar, with the exception of the Bloodline, because that was a dead period for WWE.
Yeah. So my thoughts on what's going to happen here. I think the mystery opponent in Valkyria will win, but then I think Bayley, bitch-ass, boo-face Bayley, is going to somehow screw them out of the titles at a future date. Either Raw, SmackDown, some other time, and I think we're going to get a...
See, I think the screw-up happens today.
So you think potentially Becky Lynch returns tonight, but she won't win the title. She'll get screwed.
All right, let me ask you this
that
question.
Would be interesting.
Is Becky Lynch coming back for a run, or is this a one-time deal?
No, I would assume it's for a run. I would assume it's for a run. Maybe not like a full-time, but
no, I don't.
Maybe like a Logan Paul schedule.
I would expect
deal.
that anything she does now with WWE is no longer full-time.
Don't hate, she's on my socks. Okay, so I think we know who this might be then, because we did have somebody come in with Bayley socks yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, we're not trying to troll you there, buddy. We have respect for you, but I'm sorry, Bayley is not top of our list.
Bayley's a good wrestler.
She's a good performer.
She's very solid. The character work, her promos have improved, but I'm still not Bayley
maybe they could do damage control again, and she had a bright spot there. She's better as a heel.
Yeah, Bayley
and
just,
maybe that's what
she
they're
doesn't
going to
do it
here.
for me.
You know
Bayley
what?
just doesn't do it
Maybe
for me.
that's the next thing here. Maybe they are using this as an opportunity for Bayley to get pissed off that she's getting screwed out of opportunities. And if that is a character change for her, I think that's the best thing for her right now because her character's quite stale.
Yeah.
Her in-ring performance, yes. She can bring it like those, was she part
I'll
of
be
the
honest with you, like
from NXT, right? Was she part of that?
She was
group?
4 Horsewoman, yes.
So yes, her in-ring ability is great.
Other than her matches with Sasha, I can't remember a good Bayley match, and I'm not even trying to be negative. Like, she had the Iron Woman match with Sasha in NXT. And that's like the one match that I can like remember of a
She's
Bayley
a lot
match.
of heart, but I would say the character work.
I can't.
And I, you know what? I'm not blaming Bayley entirely for that. You know, Cody Rhodes, he was having a stale face run a little bit, sort of almost immediately after he won last year WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, his feud with Kevin Owens has given him some aggressiveness.
Yep, definitely.
And that's what Bayley's missing. And I know a lot of face characters often lack that aggressiveness because it looks like, face people can't be aggressive. Well, that's not true. Cody Rhodes is showing the aggressiveness. It's happened before. She's just not showing she's angry or pissed off about it.
I think her character is just very one-dimensional.
The happy-go-lucky face doesn't work.
Like her and Naomi remind me of the same. Like they're too comfortable where they're at.
Yeah.
They don't want to change
It's the Hulk
anything.
Hogan of the early 90s,
yeah,
right?
It's just like...
That character doesn't work in today's...
Yeah. I like characters that are like they want to get to the next level, and I think Bayley is just coasting where she's at. She's like, fans kind of like
There's nothing at risk for her.
They like my BBL. They like, they're like, they always cheer when I come out, so I'm fine. She's very complacent. And a Bayley heel turn, I kind of am into that. If it is Becky Lynch as the mystery opponent, I do see them winning the titles tonight. So there's my opportunity. I might be able to get something back here. If I end up getting the Drew McIntyre right.
And then we go to the tiebreaker?
You're right. We would have to do the tiebreaker.
The match length of Cody Rhodes and John Cena.
If I end up getting tied and then lose in the tiebreaker, that would be horrible.
You gave me a tough run with the first guest of the tiebreaker. You had 25 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And I did a Price is Right style and went 25-01.
So if it goes a second over 25, you get it. Yeah. But it has to be bell to bell. So we might not actually have the official result. If we go to the tiebreaker, we won't have the official result till tomorrow when we stream. Because I want to go off the official match time. I don't want us to have to record it ourselves.
Unless it's obvious. Unless it's excruciatingly obvious. Like,
if it definitely goes over.
Like last night's match, wasn't that over 30 minutes? That was well over 30.
Yeah. It's hard to tell sometimes, but I still... Because they'll have the official bell-to-bell. Because that's where I think we would kind of have some disagreements on when the match actually started. So
no,
I'd rather
bell
go
is a fair measurement.
Yeah. But you never know. They might ring the bell and then the match doesn't actually start right away, so there might be some argument there. I'm just going to go with the official bell-to-bell number and how they put it. So if it does end up being over 25 minutes, and I've lost big time.
Hopefully they don't do shenanigans like they restart the match and crap.
Yeah.
They haven't done that in a while.
But Cody Rhodes, John Cena, we're both going with John Cena on that one. Thank you so much for the follow. Exile Warrior, hope you're doing well. Me and you, we still need to do that Smash Bros. The Smash Bros match. $25 on the line on that one. We'll do that very, very soon. Yeah, John Cena, Cody Rhodes. I'm going with John Cena. Mr. Chonk's going with John Cena.
I mean, I don't want to, but I think that's the only logical.
You want Cody to win that. You think Cody should win that. Dr. Thugonomics.
The wrestling
Jason,
fan in me. The wrestling fan in me wants.
You want Cody to win,
but it just doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Why do all this stuff with John Cena and have him lose?
Yeah, I think we need John Cena to get that 17th title reign. Not no disrespect to Ric Flair, but I think John deserves the 17th title reign. I'm excited for the heel
for the
Cena.
sole purpose of, you know what? The other thing with John Cena, one promotion. He didn't
for the most part, yes.
He didn't flip flop.
No, yeah, he never went to another promotion.
You know, WCW, WWE, WCW, WWE, flipping back and forth, right?
Yeah. Jason Stark, Dr. Thumbanomics, I do not think that he will be coming out tonight. Although that would be a cool entrance if, like, he kind of throws a mention to all his past characters, the Doctor of Thugonomics.
He might do that in one of his last matches. Have like a little, montage.
I know, right? Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Yeah.
I think this match will be pretty good. I mean, we've seen what Cena could do in the Elimination Chamber. He's not quite the Cena of 10 years ago, but I think with Cody, Cody will make sure this match is special.
Yes.
And I think this will be the equivalent of what we saw with The Rock versus John Cena. I think this is going to be a passing of the torch moment. And you can still pass the torch while winning the match. You don't necessarily, just being in a match with John Cena at WrestleMania is passing the torch.
I agree with that.
Cody doesn't have to win that match to get the torch passed to him. It's basically just the idea that they are in the ring together.
Now, not part of the standings or anything, but The Rock shows up or doesn't show up at all.
See, that was something we thought about making as because I think unfortunately we were thinking about making that a 3-point option, but I think we both think The Rock's going to show up. Because I do. I'll say I do believe The Rock will show up.
I'm just not sure.
I believe he'll show up, and I think he'll have an impact in the match. Not necessarily the end of the match, though. But maybe he will. Maybe he will have an impact.
It's very unpredictable because his schedule has basically been he hasn't shown up at all.
Yeah.
No video pack. Well, wait. There was a little thing that he did not a video, but didn't he record something for Instagram and they aired it? Yeah. That was it. That was it. No official video package. Not a fully pre-recorded WWE produced video package. No. Nothing.
They've kept it under lock and key.
Yeah. Well, unless he's not showing up, then there is no lock and key, and his schedule just didn't permit him to be there.
Absolutely.
Which it's possible. Let's be honest. It is possible.
I do think he's going to be at WrestleMania tonight. I do think he'll get an entrance. He'll do the final boss entrance during the match. And
God fucking forbid Travis Scott shows up.
I think he might.
Oh,
I think he might.
Christ.
But I don't think the same outcome will happen for Travis Scott. I think
God forbid.
I think Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes might get him in the crossroads. I think he might hit a crossroads.
12 crossroads
on Travis
on him.
Scott.
Put him out of business.
Maybe there'll be a crossroads on The Rock. You never know.
Crush his goddamn larynx so that he gets. I don't even want to call what he does singing.
Oh God, yeah, he's a mumble rapper.
Talk.
Is it fiend, whatever the fuck.
You know what? I'd rather see the actual Fiend if he was still alive than goddamn Travis
Resurrect
Scott
Bray Wyatt.
Resurrect
Bray Wyatt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Let's do another match. Should I be Tiffany again, or should I be somebody different?
I think you should be like R-Truth. I'm having a lot of
trouble. R-Truth, huh? How about we do a ladder match? You love these ladder matches so much.
Or maybe, you know what, just to be fair and nice, to add a little spice to this, can we do a tornado tag ladder match?
Do you really want to take on the computer?
Are they better or worse than you?
Hold on. Let me change the settings to make it on easy mode. So
I don't know. Am I gonna have an easier time?
Because currently right now, I have it on legend difficulty.
Jesus Christ.
Let's put it on easy mode for you. Okay? So we did that. I love the Vader theme song. You probably can't hear it too loud.
I can barely hear anything.
Alright, let's do a fatal 4-way.
I'm down with that.
Who else should be in the match, though?
I guess we can't do something stupid where it's all four the same character. I think they
don't know if they'll let us do that. Okay, we're going to do tables, ladders, and chairs. The traditional TLC. You sure you want fatal 4-way or you want a 5-way?
I'll do 5-way.
Yeah! Let's do a 5-way.
Yeah, it's like 5 guys. Even if it's at the same time.
Yeah. And let's do it on WCW Nitro.
They don't have the version of Nitro that was on the last version, the last episode.
Panama City?
Yeah, where it looks like it was hanging on by a thread.
No. Alright, let's do it. We could do it at NXT. We can do it at King of the Ring,
NXT,
1993.
NXT cock block, Roadblock.
Dude. Let's do it at Bad.
Day one.
How about we do it at the ECW Arena? How about that?
Day one, that pay-per-view thing like twice.
By the way, that's not how the original ECW Arena looked.
No, it did not.
They did not have like a ramp and a stage like that. That's similar to like what the entrance was, but the entrance was like kind of like a little emergency exit door, like that was in the arena. There wasn't like a ramp and stage like that. But let's do it at the old school ECW Arena. All right. Okay, you pick where you want to go. I'll pick where I want to go. I'm going to be Tiffy again. I want this to be all Tiffy. I'm happy that she won her match last night. And I saw that she did get her teeth fixed. So she is okay. Just so everybody... Tiffy,
she must have gotten a real quick appointment.
Yeah, Tiffy update. She is okay. Her teeth are fine. They're fixed. All right, so Tiffy is in the match. And who else should we? Should we put CM Punk in there, or do you want to be CM Punk?
Not?
Okay.
No, I'm not going to be CM.
Let's put CM Punk in there.
I'm going to be Stone Cold
again. You're going to be Stone Cold.
Oh, I can't be the original. Super Cena.
Oh, I didn't even know they had a Super Cena.
What is his rating? 100.
100. That's the highest rating.
Super
I didn't even
Cena.
know they had that. Let's put Jey Uso in. Since he's...
Don't make me be 70, man.
75. Your best bet is Stone Cold.
No, I need a finisher I can do anywhere. Whoops, I keep it.
Randy Orton?
You know.
And then who should I put Gunther in there? Tiffany is at a big disadvantage here. We barely had bathrooms at the old ECW arena. That's true. That's true. Although if you were in those crowds, they smelled like a bathroom. You could have probably just took a squat, and they might have actually used your whatever as a weapon during the match. Who should be the last person?
What
Eric
the
Rowan.
hell?
Eric Bischoff. 58.
Yeah,
God
course.
damn.
Don't.
Prince. Elite Undertaker, the action figure.
The action figure. And he's at a 96.
The Rock, the action figure. Roman, the action figure. Jey Uso, the action figure. I got action figures in the game. Electro Lopez, El Ordinado. Eddie Thorpe. Eddie Guerrero. 76. Oh, that's 97. There you go. Level 90 Eddie Guerrero. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Trying to decide who we want. Doink the Clown? Do we want Doink in there?
Is Mike Awesome in here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that would be the worst. One of
DDP.
the worst.
We got multiple versions of DDP. There's Dakota Kai. Devon Dudley. Cora Jade. She looks like a teenager. I don't know about that. Cody. Chyna. You know what? Let's add another female in here. Let's put Chyna in. Chyna deserves to be in this match. This is an odd ladder match with Mr. Chunk as Randy Orton. Now we're... Oh, Mr. Chunk, you want to put the entrances on?
Oh, I was hoping you didn't notice that.
Okay. No, you know what? Well, let's put them on. Let's go. I want to see Tiffany's.
You remember the
entrance on.
old SmackDown versus Raw one where we couldn't skip the entrances and we had to watch them?
Well, we're watching at least Tiffy's entrance. Oh no, here comes Orton's coming out first.
Oh.
Understand why you talk to me.
Oh, not only is it a ladder match, you made it for the Money in the Bank?
Yeah, it's a TLC.
Okay.
I guess since we didn't put a title on the line, they just put a briefcase up there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said TLC automatically means there's a Money in the Bank. Could have just been ladder for nothing.
Pretty good scan of Randy Orton. That looks pretty accurate.
And this isn't even today's Randy Orton. This is Randy Orton from like, what, 2016?
It's a pretty accurate. Pretty accurate look, I think. I like it.
Because he has a little bit of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like 2017 Randy Orton. You know I didn't see on this roster list, where was Edge?
I know, yeah. Maybe if we look up Cope, we'll find him. They talk to me. They talk to me. Yeah. Checking out the ladders. I don't know. I think the Randy Orton scan is pretty good. Watch somehow Mr. Trunk wins the whole damn thing.
I mean, it's a ladder match. I tend to have good records at ladder matches.
Yeah, this isn't quite like the old school ones where you can just run up and grab it right away. You have to actually, it's like a mini game. I wonder why he keeps his t-shirt on the whole time. Here we go. Who's out next? CM Punk of all people. Do they actually have the band perform? That's something they need to add to these games. Like, have special WrestleMania entrances with, like, band performances and stuff.
They'd have to get the rights.
This just looks wrong at the ECW arena. They never fit that many people in the...
No.
I mean, maybe Hammerstein Ballroom, but...
Oh, the chants and everything.
Oh, yeah. They try to make it as accurate as possible. Does he say it's clobbering time? No. He just... They have him yell,
mouths it.
Yeah.
He mouths it, so I guess you can't tell what he's saying.
Yeah.
So they don't have the other versions of CM Punk on here, or are they not unlocked?
I might not have them unlocked. I might not have them unlocked.
Straight edge.
Yeah. I haven't played the whole story. I like how there's a little kid there. I haven't played through the whole story mode yet. They even have the gray in his beard a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good accurate description here. They do censor the Pepsi tattoo. They just have like a red circle. But, you know, they can't be... Well, I guess they sort of... Yeah.
They just don't camera angle to it.
Yeah. I guess... They can't put other people's properties in the game, so...
Oh! It's straight line.
Yeah,
it's not curved. It's not curved.
But yeah, they got it
so
as
that's how they got away with it.
Accurate as possible, I guess. They should just partner with Pepsi and, like... Get a partnership with them. So
I mean, did he ever have the rights with Pepsi just to call it the Pepsi Plunge? Wasn't that his OG?
Well, it was never called that in WWE.
Yeah, I meant in Indies.
That's what it was called before, yeah. And we got J.U., so...
okay. Who's going to yeet?
Yeah, let's skip this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, I should have watched to see if they yeet during the thing. Here we go. We got to watch Tiffy. How's Tiffy's entrance look in this game? Oh, if only she came out the top.
Well, there's no Titantron.
There she is.
Nothing.
Yeah. I think that's what they were supposed to show as the Titantron. Unfortunately, I think this is rehashed from last year's game. They don't have, like, the official Tiffy entrance. Yeah, this is just rehashed from last year's game. I used to like the photo pops, though. One thing I don't like is her, I don't like her entrance music. I really think they need to get something new.
Yes.
I really don't know if I'm going to be able to win a ladder match with Tiffy in this one. I mean, I guess Chyna's in there, so that gives me somewhat of a chance. But, yeah, we'll see.
You can just let everybody else fight it out and then try to get the ladder.
We'll see. Unfortunately, the other people might get on the ladder first.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll get the table set up, the chairs in the ring. I'll try to get it as much to my advantage as possible. Here comes Chyna.
I guess with Tiffany, choosy dads choose Tiff.
Oh, she has the bazooka, too. That's actually a pretty good scan of Chyna, except for the hair.
The hair is
They can never get the hair right in these games. That's cool that they had the bazooka. They would not shoot that off in the Hammerstein Ballroom, though, but... I remember she used to shoot that bazooka every show. It wasn't just a WrestleMania entrance. It almost looks like she's wearing a wig. Just the way this... And they're doing
her hair looks like Roman Reigns' hair.
Yeah, maybe that's what they used.
Not good. I mean, it's better than other versions. They've just never been able to get hair right in any of
I think
games.
that's the last... Oh, boy, okay.
Already?
Here we go. Yeah, I skipped the last part of the entrance.
Yeah, I just thought there was going to be like a loading screen. There's no loading screen.
No, dude, this is the PS5 Pro. We don't have loading screens. Watch out. CM Punk going for a ladder already. CM Punk would never do this to Tiffany. Oh, okay, Tiffany's got the ladder.
How do I change focus?
If you ever want to change view, you just hit the right bumper in. the right joystick in, and it'll change who you're focused on.
The nearest person.
But usually, like if the person hit you last, that's who they'll have you focused on.
Yeah, it's default from what I see.
Yeah.
Oh god, they limit how many weapons you can have. Look out of weapons.
Shit.
I think I'm just gonna kind of stay outside.
Yeah, so if you want to set up a ladder, you have to hit X when you're holding it. I'm gonna go. No, China. Why isn't it not letting me do... Okay. What? Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Get out here, Jey Uso. Yeah. Whoa! CM Punk just threw the freaking kendo stick. These guys are getting very violent here. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. Tiffy's rolling out of the ring. It's like regular WWE multi-person matches. You roll out of the ring, just lay there.
Oh, God, China again.
All right, I'm getting back in the ring. Oh!
So am I, apparently. And not
well,
by
she's
choice.
throwing you in. All right, Tiffy. Oh, Jey Uso. Oh, God, Randy.
I'm going to help him a little bit.
I'm going to stay out of your way as best as possible.
I don't care about the ladder right now. I care about just doing some damage.
I care about the ladder. How do I... Okay, I figured out how to climb. Reach. Okay, I'm reaching. And what do I have to do? Oh, God. Oh, God! Jey Uso just threw me off the ladder.
Oh, God, I need it.
I just got smacked in the face, okay. CM Punk's going crazy with the chair.
I'm trying to figure out how to hit people.
There's just so much going on.
I can't see.
I need to get out of the ring. Yeah, put the freaking table up sideways.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought she was going to break the table.
Here, I'll try to knock the table over. There we go.
Does that happen? Can you accidentally start breaking stuff?
Oh, yeah.
By, like, just...
Oh, yeah. Just by, like, just a move suddenly, like, on it. Yeah.
Because I know some of the old games that would never do that.
No, this one, it can happen. I've seen it happen. Jey Uso, what are you doing?
Oh, God.
I'm not getting on my knees around you, Jay. Get out of here.
Okay.
You know what? We're setting the table up. Excuse me. Oh.
Excuse me!
Oh, God. Oh, Anaconda Vice. Oh, God.
Well,
if I tap, is the match over?
I don't think so.
Okay,
you
good.
Gotta get the briefcase, right?
TLC, they might actually have pinfalls in it. I'm not sure. That's all.
Not if there's something
That's
above
why I
the
was
ladder.
worried. No, TLC, I think it might have pinfalls also.
That's weird. That makes no sense.
Let's get up.
You better get CM Punk off that ladder.
Oh, he's getting off of there. Trust me. Or I'm getting off on there.
China, she's done. Can you do moves with the chair? Like under the leg and shit?
I think there's a way. Let's go. Come on, Tiffy, get up there! Thank you!
Really?
Oh, CM Punk's off. Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh, guess
okay,
what?
so it looks like you have to, like, hit the buttons. It's almost like Simon says. They show you a button, you have to hit that button or hold it until they change it. Oh, CM Punk off the ladder. Jey Uso, get out of here. I'm setting the ladder up again. Come on, Tiffy. Oh! Triangle, square. Oh! God damn it! I thought I almost had that. Tiffy is out for the count.
Oh, God! Oh, God! Yeah.
Did she land a finisher on you?
No, she reversed my RKO.
CM Punk, I think, is going for something. What is he doing?
She reversed my RKO.
Ooh. I'm picking up a ladder and I'm going back in the ring. I'm getting a second ladder in the ring. Hello, boys. Oh, I don't think so. Okay.
Oh, God. Yeah!
She's doing a pedigree!
Yes! And she got it! Who's bleeding?
Damn, bro.
Who's in red?
Oh, you might be stunned right now.
I
There
am
is
stunned.
blood. I have blood turned on, so you can start bleeding. If you get bloody enough, you'll start like leaking blood on the mat. Wait, is Jay going for a spear? Oh no, he's going for a super kick. Okay. Tiffy, come on, wake up, Tiffy.
Dude, I'm dead.
Yeah, you that pedigree took you out. Come on, China, get Jay. Thank you.
And it is realistic.
China, oh god, she's pedigreeing everybody.
God.
CM Punk, I'm not even focused on you right now. All right. Get up there, Tiffy. Don't let him get the win. Hi.
Oh god, I got the stairs.
Oh.
Oh.
See ya. All right, going
Got
for it. Going for it. Square, X, triangle. Oh! Jay Uso. Oh my god. Ouch. I don't think so. And oh, we'll climb up there again. CM Punk. I'm perfectly fine with that. There you go. See ya. All right, let's do it.
Oh god.
Triangle, X, circle. Oh God, Jay. We're never. This match is never going to end. This match is never going to end.
The never-ending match.
There's two. Oh, I almost had two ladders set up in the ring. Oh Jesus, Randy, watch out. China.
Oh, no!
China's getting the DDT on you.
I got that. No.
Oh God, China, get away! You know what, China? I'm getting tired of your shit. Oh, on the table, but the table wasn't set up. Oh God, I smell an RKO. Oh wait, are you putting that table in the ring? I'm gonna get away from you. I'm a little worse for wear right now.
How do I set it up?
X, possibly? Yeah, there you go.
How do I get her on there?
You'd have to, like, roll, like, throw her into the table. Got the RKO. How you doing? I'm getting away because I know you're going to try something stupid.
No.
Oh, watch out. If she puts you through the table. So if you do the grapple and then hit grapple again when you have her in a grapple, that's how you throw them. And then you aim your direction in the direction you want them to go. Alright, I gotta get in the ring because they're about to do something. Tiffy! Oh,
God! You hit me!
Alright. You're going on... You know what, dude? You're trying to get... She took the table away.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, God. You know what, China? See ya! Oh, God, it almost broke. Alright, this is turning really hardcore now. Climb the damn ladder.
Oh, God.
I think I put the ladders too close together. Let's knock one of them over.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Square. Oh, no, wrong button. Oh, God damn it. Anytime I climb the ladder, somebody... Oh, God, China. What is she doing? Okay. I thought she was going to, like, do it onto the ladder.
You know what it's time for?
Is she doing the pedigree? No, I'm reversing that shit. Get out of here.
See you later, CM Punk. Oh, God, there's nothing left.
Literally?
Yes.
Every time somebody is stopping me.
Oh, yeah.
Jace is getting fancy.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay.
why is CM Punk stopping me?
Oh, no.
Get out of there. See ya, China.
Oh, at least you're smart enough. You can't run with the steps.
Come on, Jay. What you trying to do, bud? Oh, no! Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Jay's on the ladder. Oh, God. Oh, no. Orton, use the chair.
How do I do it?
He got it. Oh, God damn it. I mean, it lasted a little while.
So at least you didn't win.
I was getting close. I kept on trying to go for it. Oh, God. Day one-ish. Oh, God. Well, that's probably...
You gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, one of the most embarrassing gaming wrestling streams probably we've ever done.
Yes.
But, yeah, we did get to talk about the WrestleMania predictions and what happened last night at WrestleMania. Right now, Mr. Chonk, 2 points ahead.
Yes.
And my only chance is to do a clean sweep tonight. If I end up losing another point, I will be eating the hot chip tomorrow. No matter what, one of us will be eating a hot chip tomorrow. Now, we need to have clarification. We will not be eating the whole chip. We have done some research. We see that people have been sent to the hospital by eating, because when I say hot chip, this is the hottest chip. So we will be eating a piece of the chip.
Yeah.
And
we're not
we will
also tramping it.
Yeah, we will also have have milk of some sort, either a milkshake or milk, because it brings all the boys to the yard. We'll have that on hand to we're going to chase it down with that, because we don't want anybody actually getting hurt. We do want them to be tortured. We don't want anybody actually.
Well, let's
getting
just
hurt.
say after this, you might be a little butt hurt.
Oh yeah,
literally.
You might have some flaming Cheetos coming out of her ass, and when I say Cheetos, I mean dingleberries. Yeah, so look on the lookout for that. We're probably going to do that stream sometime in the afternoon, definitely before Raw. So I'm thinking maybe a 4 or 5 o'clock type deal. But I'll let you know on our social medias before all that happens. But for all you, thank you guys so much for participating in the YouTube chat. Bella, Jason Stark. I thought there was somebody else, but maybe not. But guys, thank you so much for participating and hanging out with us, especially during WrestleMania weekend. I know there's so much content to consume. Taking the time to consume us in a non-perverted way is much appreciated. And we will see you guys again tomorrow for a full WrestleMania recap. We probably won't go over night 1 as much, but we will go over night 2. And we will, for the main event of that podcast, be doing somebody's punishment. Most likely mine, apparently. So that's going to be something fun to watch. That will be clip-worthy for sure.
Where's the Fandango music? Oh,
we're not on Discord, so I can't, but we can just go... Dude, you're doing the Charleston dance. What the hell's wrong with you?
I cannot dance.
All right, guys. So we will be back tomorrow. Enjoy WrestleMania. We're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna have to actually order some food for the little get together that we're having. So we will see you guys tomorrow for a special stream sometime in the afternoon. And everybody have a good rest of your day.